Hello, everybody, and welcome to Luxuriously Poor. And thank you for stopping by. Hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. And thank all my new subscribers and all my comments. Now, I'm making tortillas today, and a lot of things that crossed my mind. Whenever I go out to the stores, I don't really buy a whole lot, but I like to look around because it gives me an idea of what's going on and how bad the situation is. Because every area is different, and I just get curious, especially to prices and that type of thing, because I don't think like other people do. I'm going to be honest. I think that the time is coming very quickly because they're not being honest with us. The stores are not being honest. Our government's not being honest. People around us are not being honest. Uh, if you have a car, their plan is to make sure you can't get the gas for it. And their plan is to make sure you can't get the parts for it. So once your car breaks down, eventually, you're not going to be able to get another one. There's people right now that if something happened to their car, they either wouldn't be able to get the parts or wouldn't be able to afford the parts. And eventually the time will come where you won't, for sure. It's a given. You will not be able to get the parts or pay to fix it. That's what's coming. You are going to be forced in to going with an electric car or hoofing it on your foot. You'll be walking. Same thing goes with your refrigerator, your freezer, especially your freezer, your washing machine. All these things they want to get rid of. They pull too much electricity. They're a problem to the grid. They want to get rid of as much as they can. Okay? Because they got to figure out a way to get around and do all the things that they got planned. And part of that big plan is to stick you in deeper in poverty. That's right. So that you have to depend more on them to take care of you. And so you're not going to be able to afford another washing machine. You're not going to be able to afford another dryer. You're not going to be able to afford another freezer or another refrigerator. You watch. People that thought they would always be able to afford to get another refrigerator is not going to be able to, or they're not going to be able to get their hands on it. They're not going to be able to find it. It's not going to be available. This is going to happen to everything in your life. How do I say this? Everything that you depend on to make your life a little bit easier, they're going to get rid of. It's going to be impossible or become impossible for you to get your hands on it. There's lots of people that already are having problems finding parts to fix things. That's their plan. And then their plan is to raise the food so high, you can't afford that either. They're already doing that. There has always been what we call a staple, a food that people usually run in to the store more than once in the week to pick it up. It's usually milk, eggs, and bread. That's usually the three things that people say, oh, we need a gallon of milk. Oh, we need a loaf of bread. We're out of eggs. Sometimes people say, oh, we need bacon. Pick up a package of bacon. It's little things, and they call them staples. Every country has them, and it's different in every country. In Mexico, their staples are things like corn tortillas, tomatoes, jalapenos, and eggs. Those are the staples, and those are things that are picked up quite often. Okay? Well, when the price of that goes up so high and it's double, then your people that don't have very much are really hurting. And the people that have a little more begin to hurt. And so it's a dangerous situation that people find themselves in financially. And now, I'm showing this for a reason. See, I'm an old woman who becomes shocked when she sees certain things. Every store in my town, stores that used to have 6 and 7 cashiers, don't have any. And those people are not floating around on the floor and still working there. They're gone. They're gone out of that store. And even the employees that used to be on the floor that you would see when you would go in there, they're not there either. They are what I call working with a bone crew. I mean, it's down to the bone. There's no one but just one or two employees, and that's it. Every store in my town is that way. From the Walmart to the Albertsons to the Sprouts. Now, these are jobs that used to, because I worked at Walmart a long time ago. That's why I don't like the place. I know too much about them, and I don't like them. But used to, these were jobs that high school kids would take to help out their families. They did. Now, I'm not saying today that kids even want to work, but this is a kind of job that used to high school kids would take to help pay for clothes, to help their parents pay a bill or two, school clothes, shoes. It helped out a family. It really, really did. I know. When I was young, I worked. And it helped out my parents when I could buy my own shoes for school, my own clothes. When I went into high school, it helps a lot. But these are gone. Now, can you imagine working at a company like this or any other store? And you worked there and you had problems there to begin with because it's a tough job to begin with. And then they let you go. And then they say, we hope you'll come back. Thank you for your service. We hope you'll shop here in the future. And when you go back, you got to scan your own food. You got to bag it. And you do it for free. That's right. You work for them for free. Before, they paid you to do that for the customer. Remember, it was a customer service. They don't care about customer service anymore. Because now, they want you to do your own servicing for free. They don't want to pay anybody. Now, do you remember chicken? Chicken was always a poor man's food. Although we were told that chicken breast was, top of the line, hey, skinless, boneless chicken breast. Yeah, it's got to be skinless to make it really super healthy. You don't want to eat none of that fat. Well, forget being able to afford to pay and buy it. Are you kidding me? The prices of this is at Albertsons. This is outrageous. You could spend $20 to $30 on chicken breast. And then look at eggs. Eggs are one of those basic things. They have gone double. So has chicken meat. Double. Almost $5. And eggs used to be 79 cents for a dozen. They went to 129. People had a heart attack over that. Potatoes, just a couple of months ago, was $4 or something, and we thought that was outrageous. Now, they're $9 for 10 pounds. Let's stop and think about this, vegetables. I'm starting to think it's cheaper to feed your family junk food. Not in the long run, because healthy, it's not healthy junk food, but, could you imagine trying to feed your family every single day some sort of really nice, healthy vegetable along with the meal? Man, is it going to be pricey. Now, they're talking that there is a bean and rice shortage. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Ain't nobody going to buy these beans and rice at this store here because people just are not going to spend 17 and 18 bucks on top of their grocery bill. I didn't see one person buying this stuff. Not one. But this is something I bought a whole lot of. Enough to do me till the next butchering time. So when you find a sale like this, buy it. Who cares if you have to eat chicken for a month? Doesn't matter. What's more important is being able to feed your family. And that's why I did it. I have many times ate the same meat in a whole bunch of different ways for a month, 2 or 3 weeks. Well, God bless you, and may He supply all your needs.